has been a crucial environmental factor shaping human populations. Epidemics and pandemics have had profound effects on population size, distribution, and cultural development. This disease leading to social economic upheaval. Diseases like smallpox and other introduced by European explorers devastated indigenous populations in the Americas. Moreover, advancements in medicine and public health have played a key role in reducing the impact of disease on human populations, leading to longer life expectancies and demographic shifts. However, emerging infectious diseases, antibiotics, and resistance in global travel continue to pose challenges to human populations in the modern world.
Drew has polio. Polio can be spread through feces or saliva. This causes paralyzation, which is the inability to move limbs. This is a bacterial infection caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It primarily affects the lungs. Other symptoms include coughing, chest pain, weight loss, and fatigue. Polio is sometimes fatal. It is most prevalent in densely populated cities with poor sanitation and limited health care. Antibiotics are given over several months to help treat this disease. The BCG vaccine was created by Alberta Callant in the early 1920s and helped cure this epidemic. This poor kid is suffering from smallpox. Before the 1909, there was no cure. It was one of the deadliest diseases in the whole world. Smallpox spread through contact with surrounding people or objects. The symptoms include severe scarring, fever, rashes, and bumps. It was eradicated in 1980 with a vaccine from Edward Jenner. Before the vaccine was over 500 million people had died from this disease. This ugly child is suffering from malaria. In the 1900s, there was no real cure. This is caused by mosquitoes and other insects in warmer climates. Anemia, which is the cause of less blood cell production, is one of the symptoms. Other symptoms include seizures, comas, diarrhea, and in extreme cases, death. It is found with tested blood samples. Malaria affected 15 to 30 million lives in the 20th century. It was prevalent in ancient Rome, China, and India, and eventually spread to the Americas through slave trade. In today's modern medicine, it is now preventable and curable, and the vaccine ROTS is made in 1997 fixed it. This rash-infected man has HIV. It spreads through sexual contact or sharing needles. Symptoms include a lot of awful things like diarrhea, rashes, nausea, and more. There was no cure, and in the late 1900s, over 3 million were affected. As of the present, there are still yet to be a cure, but there's preventative measures and antibiotics for if you get this disease. This girl loved swimming, but it ended up being her downfall when she got cholera, also known as Blue Death. This is a bacterial disease that is shared through contaminated drinking water. The symptoms include diarrhea, dehydration, and in extreme cases, death. It is originally spread in the 1800s during the Asian trade route, then to Europe with the most recent outbreak beginning in the 1900s. It has killed over 100,000 people, and there are temporary vaccines, most Mostly people get antibiotics and IVs when they cure this disease. Cholera is most prevalent in regions with high poverty rates, unsanitary areas, including places like Africa, Asia, and Latin America. This crazy kid has Ebola. It is transferred through saliva or body-to-body contact or blood. It was first noticed in the 1970s in West/Central Africa, with the worst cases being in 2010, with 1 in 3 cases leading to death. As of right now, they are still developing treatments. This old man has heart disease. It is the leading cause of death globally. Symptoms include chest pains, shortness of breath, fatigue, and irregular heart rates. Treatment includes medication all the way to surgical procedures. As of right now, there are no cures to prevent heart disease. To prevent heart disease, you need limited alcohol, not smoking, manage stress, and have a balanced diet. As of 2021, the devastating disease has killed about 20 million people.
Gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg-Marsdorf-Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner
konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie? Dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen! So weit ist das also gekommen.